So a quick time lapse, and then we'll start again slow with this cat pencil drawing for beginner to intermediate artists, and I'll provide some tips along the way to help you improve your own expressive cat drawing. So do you prefer real time, time lapse, or a combination of both? Tell me in the comments, please. Or tell me what your cat's name is. I love to hear that too. Okay, so now we're slowing down. This stage can be messy as you find your way, but don't worry because those extra lines fade away into background tone and they end up providing a lot of depth and character to the finished drawing. And honestly, the times that I have erased them, I don't like the finished drawing as much. If you look at the drawing, the finished drawing at the top, that's the drawing that I ended up with here. And you can see those extra lines in there if you really look. But really, they're just the background tone now. That's what they become. So the eyes are kind of the windows to the soul. A little bit of thicker lines on the top help to add some expression. And a varying degree of lines really adds expression to the drawing too. It adds interest to the viewer. And those ears, the facial features, I spend extra time on honing them a little bit more to help make sure they look comfortable and cat-like. And yes, we have a Facebook group and you're welcome to check it out and see if you want to join. It's for people that love to draw cats. So if that's you, we'd be happy to have you. Tabby markings add lots of expression. And you notice how the toe lines can be just quick lines. And if we split them at the bottom, like I just did there, it creates a little toe bean peeking out. And there's that relaxed paw hanging over. And you don't necessarily need all the toe lines. If you try to put everything in, you take away from that beautiful expressionistic look. I like to just, get them down spontaneously. Just enough to make it look convincingly cat. And there we go, splitting the toe lines at the end and creating little toe beans. And that little bump I just drew on there kind of shows the bigger pad at the bottom. Just an impression of it. Less is more. I used to be a real details person, but I'm adding less and less details all the time. It's what's important that matters. That little foot is just peeking out from behind. So I spend a little bit more time on the facial features and on the toes because they're kind of the highlights, the focal points of the drawing. And I'm speeding up here to kind of just get a bit of extra tone and texture in. And we'll zip up on those ears again. I just love the little crisscross at the top. I actually had a friend tell me one time that I had signature ears because of those little crisscrossies at the top. You can change the expression of the cat by just tweaking one of the facial lines slightly. We'll speed up here too to get some tabby markings in. You can go from a frown to a smirk so easily, but by just tweaking the mouth line just a little bit. And the eyes, just the shape of the eyes can determine the expression of the cat. And those tabby markings, they don't have to be exact. Just as long as you get the idea that you've got a stripy cat. I kind of give the drawing what it needs, not necessarily just what I see. To add some expression and life and movement throughout the drawing more than anything. And strengthening up the eye lines as I go. Yes, I've got some great learning resources below. I have a crazy cat artist starter kit that you can download, and we have our Facebook group, Cat Drawing Art Workshop. So please check out the resources below. And tell me about your cat. Tell me what's your favorite cat pose. I love to hear what is your favorite cat pose. And I'll add it to the list of poses to draw if it works for me. Adding a bit more pencil inside the little toe beans I created, that kind of helps them stand out a bit. So you can see it, that back paw that's standing out. And the whiskers, the finishing touch. Thanks so much for watching.